Everybody. Okay, well, I'm still homesick and it's now snowing. So I thought this would be a good day to try to get caught up on some of my trash to treasure video tutorial list. So this one is, let me find my example. It's how to make pockets to put in your art journals. And I use one in my April 2016 birthday bash. Let's see if we can find the page. It's a black page. Here we go. Here's the pocket I'm talking about. If you want to put a tag or something else into it, this is an easy way to make really cute pockets. All right? And you can decorate them however you want, but they actually come from trash. So, you can do this with a new envelope or a recycled envelope. This is a recycled envelope because I liked the width of it. Most of them have a much narrower, this is a stick-on label, I don't know if I can get that off, a much narrower width to them. I don't care about my address being on there, but I do care about the depth. The edge of that is going to show. Okay, well, the edge of that's just going to show because I can't get it off. But I like the width of it. All right, so to make those pockets, it's pretty simple. You're just going to glue your envelope down. Of course, if this is a new envelope, you could just use the envelope backing, this glue that's already there. That's going to take forever with that tiny nib. Let's get a bigger one. Now we're in business. All right, you're just going to glue your envelope shut. All right, voila. And then, once it is good and shut, and I do make sure it's good and down. I don't care that if there's, anywhere that it lifts up, because this is the side we're going to actually glue to the page, but you just don't want it to not be good and stuck. All right? Once you have done that, you're just going to cut it. Literally that simple. And I didn't cut it straight, and I don't care. You can use either side, doesn't really matter. Let's use the big one just for fun. All right. This is the side we're going to decorate. This is the side that obviously we're going to glue to the journal. And I'm just going to grab some. I grabbed what I like to call ice cream colors from my Delusions paints. Ice cream colors, which are actually Calypso Teal, Fresh Lime, and Bubblegum Pink. But to me, they look like ice cream colors. All right, there's that one. That one. And do I not have... I reuse my sponges until they're just literally no more. So some of these are a year or more old. And I don't see my pink, so we'll just repurpose the white into a pink. It won't care. Oh wait. Nope, that's cherry. Okay. So my daubers. Alright, which color do I want to put down? I think I want to put down this one first. At this point, you've made the pocket. The pocket's made. You're just decorating it at this point. And you can decorate it however you want. I just figured I would do one for you on camera, mainly because I am homesick and it's snowing and I like playing with my Delusions paints. Let's be honest. That is why I'm doing it. um, Adding to our Trash to Treasure theme, however, are my stencils. So let's talk about my stencils for a second. These are actually some of my absolute favorite stencils. And some of them have been used, some of them haven't, because as they wear out, I just make new ones. How do I make them? These are my die cut scraps. I have a die cut that cuts out these sequins, crowns, wings, flowers, gears, but they actually end up looking like little seal, and then a ton of wings. But this one is my, as you can tell by how loved it is, my absolute favorite. And it is trash. I mean, let's just be honest. So again, when you get through, I hope my mother never sees this. She already thinks I'm a hoarder because I keep trash. She'll be like, "Oh, you're encouraging other people to keep their trash too." I am, but in your art room, trash is a good thing sometimes. All right, so that's probably too much paint, but that's okay. I don't really. Now, one of the reasons I love Delusions paints, it is paint, it is permanent, but you saw how quickly I went from one color to the next. Delusions are fabulous in that you don't have to wait for them to set up or dry or anything else. Now, before you take a gel pen to them or a nibbed pen, you do want to make sure they are good and dry. So, if you want to write on these, I would leave that till the next day because you want it to be good and dry so you don't mess up your pen. But as far as layering the paints themselves over each other, they don't care if they're not dry. Also, they're kind of see-through. And if you don't want them to be, all you have to do is add more layers. Yeah, I have one of the wonky pinks. It still paints. I've put water in it, but it's still wonky. But like I said, it still paints. So if you don't want them to be see-through, just keep going over it with more layers and they'll stop being. But I kind of like it. I like that you see all those layers through. That's one of the great things about any kind of multimedia piece is seeing all those layers through your piece. I'm pouncing this one where I rubbed the others because of these little lines. They will move on the flower and they won't make a good impression. And I probably should have used something other than this Gloppy Fit Pink because of that. But we'll get it done. All right, and let's go and get this one too. I don't know if I have any water in my mister. And this is totally okay. If it's too dry, that's the remedy. You just put water in it. So don't think I just did something totally crazy on camera and put water in here. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then I will come back with my pens and we'll do some detail work. But it is going to be at least several hours, if not tomorrow, before I come back with my pen work. So when you see this and it's all in one fell swoop on your video, remember it wasn't all in one fell swoop for me. I did take some time because I don't want to ruin my pen nubs. I've done that enough times already. All right, back in a little while. Hey everybody. Okay, so it has been long enough for this to dry, and I also went on and finished the other side. And I made it open more this way. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and split this top. There. So it's a complete just tuck spot rather than a pocket. And it says tuck it here. So anyway, we're going to finish this one. I haven't done anything to this one except let it dry. All right, so one of the things I like is, and you can see it here, is to follow something on here and cut it. So let's just take this and let's just follow loosely these top bubbles until we get to the petals, and then we'll follow the bubbles and the petals. And again, it just makes it look, I don't know, a little fancier, a little more custom, a little less like I just cut an envelope in half. All right, black pen, white pen. Let's start with the black pen, and let's start to do these circles in the background. And I'm going to do this really quick because I'm making you watch. And my video editor, I love because it's super easy to use and quickly gets my videos done, but it does not let me speed up videos. So I may trade it in eventually, but for right now it just means that I'm going to try and do the tedious stuff fairly quickly because you have to watch it all. And I like doing these with scratchy circles anyway, so I tend to do these fast. Probably not this fast, but I do tend to do them fast. Great. I've got this little green line here that was actually just where my stencil ended, but I kind of like it. So I'm just going to play it up by checkerboarding it. Because you didn't really notice it before. It didn't like jump out at you, but I like it and I want it to. So we're going to make it jump out at you. And again, I'm trying to do this super fast because I'm on video. If I wasn't, I would take a little more time with this. Although I like doing art fast. It doesn't give you much time to think, and if I have too much time to think, I will overthink. All right, so see how that just, I love that. I wish I had it on the other side now. That's okay. My flowers. Do I remember which ones I did? Well, sure, because they're the only ones painted on this stencil. So let's see if I can line them back up and outline them this way. And again, it's okay if they're not absolutely perfect. Nothing about this is gonna be. All right. Oh, it can't be that far off. There we go. All right. So I'm just gonna. And the secret to doing this, and I don't know if you could see my hands from me holding it down, is to try and always go down. So come up to the top, come down to the point. Go up to the top, come down to the point. If you try to go around that point, chances are you are going to mush it. Like, I just didn't make it around that point because I broke my own rule. Yeah, do as I say, not as I always do. But you do have to remember this is just, well, they're all packaging. It's part of cardboard boxes, mainly from food stuff that I've brought in because I eat a lot of frozen food. Alright, let's see if I can get this just a hair better than I had that one. Right, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing. Let's start at the top and come down. Start at the top and come down. Let me see if I can get my hand out of the way. And it's not just my hand, it's the shadow of my hand too. There's some things that are kind of hard to do on camera. And this would be one of them. Your hand needs to be in a certain position to do it right. But if it is, the camera can't see. Alright, there you go. At this point, I would, you know what, I really like that contrast right there. So I think, since I don't have that on the other side, I think I'm going to edge it to give myself some dark over there. And just like with everything else, I'm not being neat. I'm going to do the same thing up here with all these cut edges. This is stays on, so I don't have to worry about it moving or bleeding or anything else. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So now then, let's just put some white in there. And I think what I want to do is just give myself a swirly center. And then come out. And again, if I wasn't doing this on camera, I would probably do something a little more intricate than that. But I am, so here we go. So that's how you take a recycled envelope and your die scraps and turn them into cute pockets or tuck spots for your art journal. I hope you try it. I hope you have fun with it. If you want to be able to share your art back with me, you can always join my Facebook art group, artjournalingartist.com. I mean, Art Journaling Artist, that's it. You can also follow my blog, mickey'smind.wordpress.com. And then I have a Facebook art page, Mickey's Niche, MICKIE''SNICHE, where I just post art. I don't post any art on my personal page, and so I generally don't accept art followers on my personal page. It's just friends and family. But you wouldn't be interested in anyway. I mainly share like recipes and funny cat videos. All right. So, hopefully y'all have enjoyed this. Hopefully you try it. And hopefully it stops snowing. I guess I'll go look. Bye, y'all.